inside your head. You got a voice that says you won't get past this one. You won't win your freedom. Here we go. It's like a constant flow. And you wanna see that score, but you're bruised and beaten, and you feel defeated. This goes out to the heaviest heart. Play it, Vincent. Here we go. Oh, to everyone who's sitting there, leave it sing. It's not over yet. It's not over yet, man. Even when you think you're finished, it's not over yet. It's not over yet, man. Keep on fighting. Out of the dark into the light. It's not over. Here's fighting. Never give in, never give up. It's not over. Shout out to world. Shout out. Hey, hang on, everyone. I want to take a picture with you right here.
Yeah, let's take a selfie, just because we can. Carry on, little brother, wherever you are.
And now can imagine sounds of booty feel the winds are leaving. Yes, redemption season. Only the only high. Cheers to a brand new start. I'm revived and breathing to live a life of freedom. Oh, to everyone that's sitting there in it. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Even when you think you're finished, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Keep on fighting. Out in the dark into the light. It's not over. Here's the rising. Never give in, never give in. Hey guys, go back here. Shout out to world. Shout out. Until the kingdom comes, we'll run till the race is won. Don't you ever give up, oh, no, never give up. Until the kingdom comes, yeah, we'll run till the race is won. Don't you ever give up, no, never give up. Benji, on the boat, Cody, take it away. Always thought it'd be a wonderful idea to take you back to the very first song that we ever released. Winter's come back again, feels like the season warning. My faith is tired tonight, but I will try to pretend I've got it all figured out, and I don't have any doubts. I've got a busted heart, I need you now. Yes, I need you now. If you guys know it, I want to hear you sing it out. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Don't let me lose my way. Hold on to me. I am the wandering son. Enough is never enough. I keep chasing the wind instead of chasing your love. I'm screaming out your name. Don't let me fall on my face. I've got a busted heart. I'm in need of a change. Oh, yeah, I'm desperate for grace. Oh, hold on
here for me, for all the supporters of the Buckeyes here tonight, and the Cavaliers. Don't ever let you go. Sorry, LeBron. Don't ever let me go. Don't ever let me go. Shout it out. Hold on to me. Don't let me lose my way. Hold on to me. One last time. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Don't let me lose my way. Hold on to me. Just come back again. I'll surrender tonight. You meet me right where I am. One more time for the dueling cellos, my friends. Oh, it's good to be with you guys here at Alive. Let me tell you, we have a fairly long history with the Alive. Our older sister was an artist, Rebecca St. James, and so we came here. We've been coming here at the previous place, which I forget what it was called, but for many Clays Park. Thank you very much. And we're coming here for many years, and so it's very special for us to be back. One of our first festivals that Joel and I ever played as Fakian Country was in the Woods stage, I think is what they called it, and a lot of good memories there, and that was our kind of first introduction to Alive as Fakian Country. So we're very grateful to be back with you guys, and it's always special to be in Ohio. So thank you guys. But I want to tell you a little bit about my family. My wife, Courtney, and I, we got 3 boys. We got they like kids here in Ohio. I like that. I got a 5-year-old, I got a 3-year-old, and tomorrow is my little Leo's 1-year birthday. Yes. It gets a little bit less awe when I say I'm not going to be there for it. But we had a wonderful celebration for his life, his first year on Wednesday, and particularly special because our little boy, when he was about 2 months old, my wife had put little Leo down for a nap, and she had put him down, and she'd gone, you know, I'm going to have a cup of coffee, I'm going to go sit on the porch, and I'm going to have a little bit of a moment here. And she went out, she got her a cup of coffee, and as soon as she got onto the porch, she felt this kind of just intuition that I need to go and I should go just check on Leo real quick. And then she went back into the room, and she found our sweet little Leo upside down, and he wasn't breathing, and he had blood coming out of his nose. And then she picked him up and urgently ran out. I was mowing the lawn, and she started screaming, "Call 911, call 911. It's Leo, he's not breathing." And I jump off the mower, I run inside, and I call 911, and I get a hold of emergency services, and I say, "Hey, it's my son. He's not breathing. He's blue. He's got blood coming out of his nose, and I need an ambulance here immediately." And the man was like, "We're on our way. We'll be there in 6 or 7 minutes." And I just remember thinking to myself, you know, in this situation, this is just far too long. And I run outside, and my wife has my son in the driveway to be as close as possible to the ambulance when they arrived. And once again, I was looking at him, and he's blue, he's getting cold, he's got blood coming out of his nose. And my wife just starts praying these unbelievable prayers as we're looking at him paralyzed by what is going on. And she just starts praying these amazing prayers. "In the name of Jesus, you bring back my boy. In the name of Jesus, you put air into his lungs. In the name of Jesus, you bring back my boy." And I remember looking and hearing all that was going on, and I'm sitting there thinking, honey, he's dead, he's not coming back. And she just keeps praying this prayer over and over and over again. And about 30 seconds later, my son goes, oh, and takes a massive big gulp of air, yeah. And so sure enough, the ambulance comes and they pick up my wife and my little boy and they whisk him off to Vanderbilt Hospital. And we live in the country and it's about an hour drive, and so I start trailing the ambulance soon after. And I remember just thinking to myself, what am I gonna find here? Is my son partially brain dead? Is my son, does he have some sort of disease? Is he sick? What am I gonna find here? And so I pull into the ICU, and they've got my tiny little boy on this massive bed. They've got all the wires hooked up to him, and once again I'm just praying, God, give me a sign that my son's gonna be okay. And I get down there and I look at Leo and I say, Leo, is Daddy here? Are you okay? And he looks up at me and he smiles. And I just felt like that was a way of God saying, you've got your son back. And soon after, we were in the hospital for a few days. Yeah. We were in the hospital for a few days, and they couldn't find anything wrong with my little boy. And we went home, and my wife and I were emotionally shattered by the naivety of a child just breathing on their own was taken from us. And I remember just calling out to God and saying, now everything feels like it's a concern, and there was this weight to what was taking place. And I remember thinking, God, why do these things happen? I know I've got my son back and I'm so grateful for this, but why did it happen? Why did it have to happen in the first place? And then my mind went even further. Why does it happen to other kids that have prayed those same prayers and their kids were taken from them? And when you pray these unfiltered prayers, as I call it, God can do some amazing things. Because I learned soon after some of the things that took place in my life many years ago, that God can handle our unfiltered prayers. God can handle our anger and our anxiousness, but he's desperate for communication. And I felt God very, very clearly say to me, Luke, no matter if I had have taken your son, no matter if I was to take your health, no matter if I was to take every possession that you own, I'm still faithful to you.
Amen.
I'm still near you. I'm still near to the broken. I'm still near to the hurting, no matter what might take place, no matter what circumstances. So this next song that we want to sing for you guys is a brand new song that just simply says, God only knows why some of these things take place. Take it away, guys.
By dreaming, nobody sees. Nobody will believe. Every day you try to pick up all the pieces, all the memories they somehow never leave you. Nobody sees. Nobody will believe. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they're saying about you. God only knows how it's killing you, but there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows. You keep a cover over every single secret, so afraid if someone saw them they would leave. Somebody sees you. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows. For the lonely, for the ashamed, the misunderstood, and the ones to blame. If we could start over, we could start over, we could start over. Oh, for the lonely, for the ashamed, the misunderstood, and the ones to blame. What if we could start over? We could start over, we could start over. There's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows where to find you. God only knows how to break through. God only knows the real you. But there's a kind of love that God only